Data is considered a national asset now by countries, by regions, by sectors. So, a couple of things. Number one, the most important thing is, does the city have a data governance framework? Because somebody needs to have an approach towards it. And that means, number one, you have to prioritize privacy and data protection. That is a citizen's right. Secondly, you have to make sure that you have a way, and I and my team especially, we look at artificial intelligence and data, that the data feeding your AI models is not biased. That means that it is not going in some wrong direction. It is not against a particular ethnicity, a minority, or gender, or any kind of group in the country. And so those also need to be put in place. Now, some countries have privacy laws because after the European Union, they are quite particular about data privacy laws. But AI laws are just coming up. We saw the European Union has an AI Act. President Biden has released guidelines. And in a place like Singapore, where I'm right now, the government has actually released a toolkit. And they have said that this is a toolkit that any company can download, and we are also helping companies download it and use it, and then they can analyze if their models are actually biased or not biased, if they're ethical or not ethical. Because the last thing you want is that your data and your AI models are actually manipulating your citizens or giving bad advice or telling them to take loans, so, or giving or selling information to private companies. And I would just say that this is something, it's a moving target. So I would say anybody who thinks this is a nice to have, that is not the case. It is now becoming a question of compliance. If you don't do it, you can be fined up to 6% of your annual revenue in Europe. And there's similarly stringent guidelines coming everywhere from China to the US to other countries as well.